Welcome back for another Minecraft video. We're on episode 18 of season 1 of the Cranimal Survival Guide here on Minecraft, and today we're going to be going over how to make a cactus farm and also going over a little bit of the updates of what I've been doing off camera in between episodes. And as you can see behind me, I started working on a staircase to get up to the second floor. I will be showing you guys the staircase here in just a little bit, but if you guys could do me a favor and really quickly change your quality settings, I want to ensure that you guys have the best quality for watching my videos. And if you like the video, please hit that like button, subscribe for more content like this. And if you're already subscribed, I thank you so much for supporting the channel. I really appreciate you guys. And without further ado, let's jump right into the episode.
So everything that's going to be over on this side is going to be on the other side as well. So it's just going to be basically a mirrored image of itself. Not really that big a deal. But before we get into the farms, I just wanted to do a little bit more of an update. I did have to change something on the outside, which I did get my flower pots put in here. I did get the block that we were short. But as you see, I put these in flower pots as well, which honestly, the amount of clay that's in the river right here next to us, it was plenty enough to get this project done. I'm going to put some pictures up on the screen that shows the issue that we were having, and the issue was that Endermen were coming and taking my flowers and taking my grass blocks. So what I decided to do is I put, because we changed the green wool, what was it, the episode or two before, so I changed this to green wool just to kind of still have that green coloring, and then I put some glowstone in here to kind of give it some more light. It's kind of a hidden light, so it's not too noticeable, but it'll light up the front of the porch here. For this one that's kind of the odd man out here, or I guess the even one, I did 2 of them, as you can see here. I will put a list of things that Endermen can move. That's something that I kind of looked into, because I'm like, well, do I put pod soil in here? Do I put coarse dirt? I don't know. Also, another thing that I've realized, there's no issues with the dark oak with the way that this works, but even taking the grass blocks out of here, these I was having the same thing with the spruce, which I'm guessing is going to be the same result, which I haven't done yet. But if you raise these blocks up just one with dirt, you're gonna be able to grow these trees. So if you're having problems with your tree farm that you've built from my series here, this will definitely correct the situation with the jungle trees. I don't really know why the spruce trees or the jungle trees were having this issue, but yeah, if you raise up the dirt, and you're still going to be able to collect the same amount of saplings and everything else. I even moved this back thinking, oh, maybe it's that. I don't think it is, but I mean, you could definitely give yourself a lot more space, and you're going to have a little bit, not really have to worry about it. Alright, so let's go up to the spiral staircase, kind of give you a look at what it was. I kind of started on both ends. It's just a mirrored image of itself kind of going around. I'll try to go as slow as I can so you guys can kind of really get a good look at this. So if you guys need to, pause your video and kind of take notes. But this is kind of how I built it all the way up. And I'll kind of go slow here. Pretty much the turns are pretty much the same all the way up. And then that's how we got up here. And then the other side kind of has the same go here. Oh, that's another thing we're going to be working on today, is getting rid of all these mob spawn areas. Because right here there's no lighting, because I wanted to show you what I did to get the lighting up in here. But anyway, ruin spoilers. This is this is the top of the area that we're going to be working in today. First, we're going to start in this room and kind of work our way out. And then basically build, and you guys get basically a first look at what we're going to be doing. This is the pumpkin farm as well as the bamboo farm, which you can't really see, but it's down there. So that's where we're going to be building over here on this side, as well as you kind of get an idea of what this room right here is going to look like as this gets closed off on this side. But I'd want to start on this back area, and this back area is going to be a sugarcane farm and a cactus farm. And we're going to be putting the cactus farms in these little inserts here. And then the main part right here is going to be just filled with the sugarcane farm. So, yeah, I made it look nice. I wanted to make it look really pretty. Might as well. But we're probably not going to see this very much, to be honest and be fair. This is all going to be filled with redstone mechanics and stuff like that, so it's not really going to be a usable space. However, it's going to be pretty productive. It's going to be pretty much running non-stop, giving us a whole bunch of stuff. And since I started building this, and we're going to go in here real quick, this is where all the inventory from the pumpkins and the bamboo are coming in. And we're going to be putting a bubble column. Here, there we go. We're going to be putting a bubble column right here that's going to go all the way up to the top. And then there's some hoppers that are going to go straight down that middle column down into our actual storage unit, which is going to be all underneath the barn area. So that's kind of the future of what this is going to turn into. But as you can see right here, all of it's kind of just stuck in here right now because I want to at least give some space. I mean, this is actually getting pretty full, so we need to pretty much hurry up to get this going so we can actually put them in chests so I don't have to manually empty these out. Which honestly I might need to, because once I get the dispenser, I mean, it'll start dispensing and going pretty quickly, but I'd have to make sure it's all set up before I put the last little bit in there. But anyway, let's get started. So for this first episode, it's probably the most simple one. We're going to be getting a whole bunch of hoppers, lining it to the exit point, and then getting our cactus farms set up. So that's what we're going to be doing here, is just getting the cactus farm set up. These far ones right here are going to basically line, and I'm going to show you all this, but there's going to be a line of hoppers that are just going to go straight over here, but the line of hoppers here is also going to collect the sugarcane in the future episode. So you'll kind of see how this is all going to work itself out here. So what we're going to need for this is we're going to need a lot of hoppers. We're going to need some glass. This is probably one of the more simple farms. I'm going to grab a couple stacks of these. Honestly, it's probably way more than enough. But actually, before I get too far ahead of myself, let's take a break here real quick. Let's and I'll add this into the Cactus Farm episode as well as with the update. So it's going to be an update, Cactus Farm, and I'm going to show you how to do the lights back here. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's not the hardest thing in the world, and I just wanted to show you because I mentioned in a previous episode that I was going to show you how I put the lights in there so it's actually showing from outside as well as for the inside. And basically all you do is I guess you kind of have to use glowstone in this situation because you use these stairs, and torches and things like that cannot stick to the stairs. Which do I have? I do not have well, just trust me when I say if you try to put a torch on any of these sides, I mean, you might be able to put some right here on this side, because I don't know. No, those are solid blocks. So technically right here you could put some torches. Sorry, forgive me. So you could put some torches right here because these are solid blocks, but if there's stairs, you can't put the torches on stairs. So you'd have to use some kind of solid block, and glowstone's a perfect example of what to use for that. And then all you do is put these stairs right here. I did have these curved, so it kind of just goes with the flow of that. And that's pretty much it. And then now this whole area is going to be lit up really well, and you're not going to be able to see the really ugly glowstone. Well, at least that's my opinion on glowstone. I don't think it's the prettiest lighting source. My favorite is definitely... Oh, I need to get one more. My favorite light source, I mean, I do like the lanterns. And I do like the new addition of the blue lanterns for the soul sand. But by far, I like sea lanterns. They're probably the most expensive light source, or end rods. End rods are pretty good with certain builds. But again, they're expensive. I guess I just have expensive taste. But here we go. All right, so that's done. Now we can get on with the actual farms here. So for this, and we need the cactus. We need sand. I already got the. Yep, so I already got all that. You could also, if it's something that's really visible, you could definitely put carpet over the hoppers like we did with the tree farm. If you want it to look a little bit nicer. Like I said, we're not even going to be able to look back here. I mean, it's not really going to be something that's going to be visible. This is just going to be a productive farm. So we're not going to worry about the additional carpets and whatnot. So I'm not going to worry about that too much. No, I'm just going to... Alright, so I connect it with the line that's going in there. And then this line is going to go straight all the way back. When it comes to these right here, if you want them to be more productive, because what I mean by that is... Okay, let me start here. You cannot have the cactus right up next to the wall. So you can't grow one right here. Because if you put one right there, you can't put one right there. Actually, I'm pushing my button right here. It will not let you. It has to be away from another solid block area or another. It can't grow up next to anything. So with that being said, there has to be a gap. And again, you can't put them next to each other either, because that won't work either. So it kind of has to be crisscrossed here. I mean, this area is a little bit tight anyway. If you want it to be more productive, what you can do is actually have the hoppers going all the way around. And honestly, I mean, I got tons of hoppers. I even unloaded a whole bunch more iron out of my iron farm. If you got the iron, it's really not that big an issue, and that's kind of why I did the iron farm kind of earlier on in the season. But basically what you want to do is have all these hoppers basically funneling into that first hopper, so all of them get pushed that direction. And then like this one right here, you want to go in and have it face into that one, so it goes that direction. Now this one right here, that's why you always want to start it where you're going and then work your way out, because this one right here needs to be facing this direction, so it kind of goes around. And then so on and so forth. And I guess it doesn't really matter. And then this one's just gonna go straight back as well. Now let's get this one going so it can start growing and becoming productive here. But before let's see here. Let's put pieces. These are just temporary blocks. Let's put sand right here. So you want 1 block high to be the space in which you're going to put your cactus. And then what I like to use is glass, because it's probably one of the thinner pieces that you could put there that it's not going to be able to grow up next to. Another good one is like fences. Fences are a really good one. These might go into your hoppers, but it's not really that big a deal. But you want something to be right next to it, so once the cactus grows up, it will hit that piece right here and just break off. And so as you put these right here, they'll grow up, hit the glass piece, which is not even that visible, honestly, and then it'll fall into the hoppers and go to your source or your collection spot. And then basically you just do the same thing for all of the other ones. So we can do this side first. There's going to be a sugarcane farm here, because I've already kind of planned this out. I do want to have some kind of power source right here up against the wall, so the mine cart hoppers can bounce off, and we'll see that in the next episode. But what you want to do is give yourself some space and make the minecart hoppers go all the way across here. And then basically you're going to just do the same thing. Now, I know I'm talking about the next episode, which we'll be seeing here very shortly, but I've already had this planned out, where there's going to be a glass wall here, your sugarcane here, your pistons here, the redstone circuit is right through the middle here, another line of pistons, sugarcane, glass. So I have it all measured out, so I know exactly how much space I actually have to work with. So it's going to be pretty tight, but that's why I have it built out the way that I do. And then if you don't want to have your sand kind of going into your hoppers, what you can do is basically just plan this out ahead of time. Go up one block here, one block here. You do have to break more sand, but basically that's what you want to do, is right like that. And again, you don't want it to go near this this wall, because we're going to be putting glass right next to here, so you can't really go out too much further. At least with this build, the way I'm doing it here. If you want to, design it your own way, figure out your own way of doing it, there's so many different ways you could probably make this more productive. But in this space, this is kind of what I've come up with. Okay, let's see if I can make this work. There we go, perfect. Ouch. So I was trying to avoid is getting hit by the cactus. Alright, so that's 2 cactus farms done. And then basically we're going to do the same thing for this side. And again, I don't want the hoppers to be on this side, because I want there to be a power source, so the minecart hoppers can have room to have a power source, so it doesn't lock up the hoppers. So what I'll end up doing is put it on this side right here. I am a little concerned I might figure out a way to put another lantern in here or something. Unfortunately, right here it's like a 2 spot, like there's no center area right here where I can actually put it on. So it's kind of a unfortunate kind of situation for that. Alright, so all of these are done. Now all we have to do, and we might have to build a few more hoppers, but pretty much have to just fill in the rest of this with the hoppers, and then that's it for this episode. I'll have to figure that out, see what I want to do with the light source in here. I mean, I could put some torches on the side. I just don't want it to look bad from the outside looking in. If you have just torches on the side here, I don't think it'll look that good. So I'll have to experiment with that a little bit. Okay. I'll just kind of look through the hole there. Try not to get hurt by the cactus. Definitely not a good choice of wear and tear on the armor. So that's pretty much it. And like I said, you can come back and put white carpet, green carpet, anything like that. I think that you could technically use slabs. No, I don't think you can use slabs. But for whatever reason, the carpet does not affect the cactus. But if you put a slab down, I believe it breaks the... I don't even have any slabs on me. I think it breaks the cactus. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. This will continue to grow and produce cactuses, and eventually all these cactuses will just be basically funneled into a furnace, and the bamboo is what's going to cook the cactus, and it's just going to be a source of experience. That way we can use it to mend up our pickaxes or our armor, whatever it is that has mending on it. We'll just be able to grab out experience whenever we need it, but it'll be kind of an automatic furnace system. But again, that's the end of this episode.
Thank you so much for watching, and if you liked the video, please hit that like button, subscribe for more content like this. This is the end of episode 18 of the survival guide for Cranimal Season 1. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it was informative. If you liked it and you think it might help a friend, consider sharing, and I'll see you in the next episode.